Hey MGTOWs, this is Vention. I'm in Mexico, Guadalajara to be exact, and I'm here with MGTOW Monger. He doesn't want to show up on camera, which is perfectly okay and pretty sensible actually. Today we went to this little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant. It's more of a family home. He had a name for it, but I can't remember what it is. Where basically a family just runs a restaurant right out of their own kitchen. It's just a little more elaborate and maybe a slightly bigger table, and you just sit down and have breakfast. So had, I think it was chilaquiles or something. It's where they deep fry these tortilla taco things, and corn tortillas, so that I'm not getting any wheat. That is bad for cancer. I'm in a real Mexican house, and we're renting it. It's like $350 a month, and this is what MGTOW Monger looks like. It's like he's got his sunglasses, Cabaron. I'm Cabaron, and my name is Badass or something like that, and he's got his beer on his waist. So there, that's pretty cool. That's him. This Mexican house, it has like an open air. It's got 2 bathrooms, $350 a month, and it's got this little courtyard that you can hang out in. This is where they would traditionally do their laundry, and then since it's basically so and it's like open to the sky up there. There's our hot water heater, and this little courtyard allows you, like if you were like a smoker or something, you could come out here and it would be fairly cool. But the walls are very thick here, and they basically keep the house cool pretty much all day and fairly warm all night when it gets a little chilly. And this is an open air courtyard, but the house is like partially outdoors, but the climate actually allows for it. And we've got some vines growing down. I would probably make it edible somehow. They were hanging way down, like way down to here, and we would have to like shove them out of the way to get our water. And this is our drinking water right here in this little 5-gallon jug, and you can twist it or rock it, and then it pours out. Got a little office here, and the light fixture could use a little work. And then we got the front door. It was sticking, but it was sticking really hard. We really had to fight our way in there. But I took a little bacon grease and put it on the top here, and now it opens quite easily. That's our next water jug that we want to get filled, and it's 20 pesos to exchange them. So if the water truck comes by, we can quickly run out there and exchange that for a full one. It's a pretty neat little system, and honestly, it's kind of silly in the United States where we treat the water to the point where it can be drank, but very few people even drink water, and even still they get bottled water. So basically they it's kind of wasteful in a way, but oh well, however we want to do it, I suppose. If there's plentiful drinking water, and we use it to flush toilets with, oh well, you know. So that got a nice little office in here. I haven't really used it for anything. And we've got a second table and a nice easy chair that one of our MGTOW brothers will recognize. Thank you very much. I won't name who you are, but you bought it, and I'm enjoying sitting in it. They have traditional paintings of people in their family. That's probably the husband that passed away when the wife was stuck here living here for a long time by herself. So anyway, then we've got some nice stairs going up, and I'll show you the upstairs bathroom. $350 a month. Can't beat that. Can't even hardly rent a room for that in the States. This is my messed up bed. I leave it messed up deliberately in the morning because the sun comes streaming through this window, and it kind of gives my sheets a sort of a sun bath, and then I can then I'll make the bed when I want to lounge around later on. So nice little chests of drawers. Then we've got the roof, which is basically another living space. I come out here in the mornings and get my 8 minutes on each side of sunlight so I can get my vitamin D going. Got the pretty standard bathroom, works like a charm. The drain was backing up, but the landlord came by and fixed it. Let's see, all the usual stuff. Nice little lounging zone here. I'm not sure what kind of vines these are, but man, we had a real problem when we first moved in. It was mosquitoes were friggin' everywhere, guys. it was not good. And they were like flying all over the place, dive bombing us, and then I looked at and I saw that there was these jars, these things right here, and there was one right over there, and one down in that courtyard down there that I showed you a minute ago, and they were full of mosquito larvae. So the lady who was living here before was basically raising crops and crops of mosquitoes. And maybe she didn't react to them, but man, I sure as heck did. A couple of them got me the other night and ate right through the callus on my hand and got me in the wrist. And only now are they starting to heal up, and it's been like 3 days. Those are some blood-sucking monsters, guys. This is where I usually kick back and get my son in the morning. And this washing machine was disconnected, and apparently the previous occupant didn't even, basically she used it and then she recycled the water with buckets, which I wasn't up for that. So I found a way to hook it into the plumbing, and now it's just a standard washing machine. You could, I don't know if you care to even bother looking, but so this is the real Mexican house that I'm kicking back in. We've got gas on the ceiling, this big gas tank, and we've got water, 2 water tanks up there, and that's how we get our water pressure. And yeah, it's not as good of water pressure as usual in the States, but plenty good enough. I can take a shower in the shower over there, and it's good hot water. You know, that little hot water tank, it starts getting cool like about maybe 8 or 9 minutes into a shower, but how much more do you need than that anyway? And I'm doing the poo-less thing anyway. That's where you don't use shampoo and you don't use soap, You just get hot water and wash yourself off with that. And then basically, once your body gets used to that, after a day or two, your hair doesn't get greasy, and you don't stink anywhere near as much. And it's as if you're using the soaps and the heavy detergents on your hair. By the end of the day, I'm like totally greased out. It's just my body's just frantically trying to replace the grease that's been stripped off. But instead I just wash the excess off with hot water. Done. One thing I wanted to cover was what is it that have you done today to increase your freedom, right? There's a lot of things we can do, and some of them are so big that a lot of people procrastinate and don't do it, whatever it is. But if you take little tiny steps toward freedom, you will eventually be more free, right? But now they're making us wear muzzles all over the place, and even here in Mexico, they're making us wear them like in grocery stores and when we go into a restaurant, right? And also I'm heading over to the Chapala area, Lake Chapala. It's pretty close to Guadalajara. We're probably heading over there tomorrow. And there are so many old retired people there that we're probably going to have to wear the masks more than we would anywhere else, right? Because all those people are 3 days older than water, and a little case of COVID could possibly kill them, right? So in any case, what did I do today, to increase my freedom? Of course, I've been doing the whole Bitcoin thing for years, taking my power back from the system, right? And just every time you put money into Bitcoin, you have bought those Bitcoins, and they are yours. Once you have them properly stored, they are yours more than anything else in this world ever can be, ever will be, or ever can be yours. Everything else in the world can be taken away from you more easily than they can take your Bitcoins. And that fact right there is what kept me buying Bitcoins even after the big 2017 run up and the big huge price crash after that. Then when it crashed down to the $6,000 floor, I was buying them every single month. Then when it crashed down to 2,300, when the Hoffman line, they called it, when the 6K floor broke and it crashed down to like 2,300, I got some of those cheap Bitcoins. I was like buying one Bitcoin a month during that time. So for several months, I loaded up on a few more Bitcoins, and good times. That's harvesting wealth out of their system, and it brings it back to you, so you are in control. And what have I done today, though, to increase my freedom? Well, I did it automatically. I did it without even thinking. Because basically I'm just sick of censorship, and I'm sick of all the censorship on YouTube. And oftentimes, especially like on Demcad's channel, I don't know if you're subscribed to him or not, but every time I try to post something and want to say something, and I crafted, like the other day, I crafted a fairly large comment, and then go back a few hours later and it's gone, YouTube just deleted that thing. And I do things like spelling MGTOW all in caps, right? M-L, right? Lowercase l looks like an I, right? G, T, and then a 0, right? For O, and then W. And that I'm hoping is less deletable, but even still, if I say something a little bit wrong, it's I suspect a lot of women are on his channel, and then they're flagging it for like hate speech or something. So today, and in fact increasingly, what I've been doing is just going to library to check the videos there first, and I watch the videos there, and if I'm going to comment, I comment there, and then I leave a little note if I go back to YouTube and see their video there. I'll just write, I commented on library because I can say what I want without censorship there. And it's really, really bad, and it is getting really bad. So if you're not on library or the web version of library, which is Odyssey, I would highly recommend that you explore your options there and get subscribed to the people that you subscribe to on YouTube. Search for them there on library and try to support that channel. Now, there are other options possibly coming out, but we haven't seen them quite yet. But like the MGTOW mirror project, that has got a lot of potential, and they're working on a program for it, and it'll be encrypted, and man, we would really have a free speech platform there, and that would be friggin' awesome. So basically, that's what I did today. Then I was hanging out with MGTOW Monger, watching catapult pass out videos. That's always funny. And that's about all I got going for today. I'm just recovering from that 3 weeks of the cancer clinic, and I'm getting stronger every day, but it did take the wind out of my sails. A lot of those treatments, they were alternative, but I had a little bit of chemo too, the low dose chemo, and it made me weak, you know. But now my strength is coming back. I had no problem walking half-mile down to the Mercado and picking up some groceries, and bought some sunglasses, bought a big chicken, and I might be making some mulligan stew later today. So yeah, they got a good kitchen here, good frying pans. I've been making omelets in the morning, and yeah, I kind of like cooking, you know, because you get exactly what you want when you cook it yourself. If you have to ask somebody else to cook for you, then you might not be getting exactly what you want. It's like building a computer, you know. You can buy a big tower computer and they'll just use the cheapest parts they can find. But if you put your own motherboard in it and buy the components that you want, then you can, and then put in the operating system you want, then you have what you want. And generally it's not that much more expensive than a fully assembled, ready to roll tower computer. Towers are kind of going out of style though. Now we got laptops and notebooks and cell phones, so basically they're not as much of a thing, but I still have one at home. So I'm just gonna kick back and enjoy my time here in Mexico. Boy, is it bright. I had to really get some serious sunglasses to keep my eyes from being burned out of my skull. So that's about all I got for you guys, and let's take a look down into the house from the courtyard here. Got the vines going, and now that the bottles of mosquito nursery are gone, the mosquitoes aren't dive bombing us all the time. There's the kitchen down there, some of Monger's stuff, and then basically they can actually take they can open up the big doors on over there, you know, in the front door, and you can, if I had a car here, I could pull a car in and park it like right there on the tiles, and that's fairly normal, and it gets it off the street, and nobody then runs off with your hubcaps or whatever. So yeah, good times. The previous occupant kept all these vines going, so I'm keeping them watered. I don't know why they have just one kind of plant growing here. I don't know why they like like vines, and that's it. But you know, whatever floats their boat, I'll keep them alive. Okay, MGTOWs, that's about all I got for you, and don't get married.